What is the one thing that you're overlooking that's preventing you from ending the cycle of drama, excuse making, and whining? Well, it's listening. We all think that we listen, but we actually only hear. We hear the words that people are telling us, and maybe you can even repeat them verbatim, but we're not actually paying attention. Our mind isn't absorbing the information because we're not paying attention. And so we miss so much. And why aren't we paying attention? Well, we're thinking about the next meeting. We're thinking we probably don't even want to be in this conversation. We're thinking about the email we sent or something that we received or the task we need to do or the plane reservations we need to make or the problem we're having at home or the conversation with our kids, our spouse, our significant other. We're thinking about something else. And when we are, we're missing all of that stuff that's going to give us clues as to what the person's actually trying to tell us. What will tell you that there are listening problems? Well, there's a number of things. One of them is you find that people continue to come into your office and have the same conversations over and over and over weeks, over months, even maybe over years. And the specifics change, but it's the same general theme. Or in a conversation, somebody repeats themselves 2, 3, 5 times and wants to, and you're thinking to yourself, they've told me already. Why are they telling me this again? And maybe even say, hey, I got it. You don't need to tell me again. And the reason they're telling you again, frankly, is because they don't feel like you heard them and understood. And they don't necessarily recognize that's what they're doing. But our need as humans to feel heard and understood drives us to do things like repeat ourselves if we don't feel that we are. Maybe you have turnover problems in your organization. And I know you're going to tell me turnover is not a result of listening. I'm going to tell you that turnover is often a result of communication problems, and listening is key. You have a lot of whining and complaining and excuse making. You're sensing that people aren't accountable. Things are not getting done or getting done well or getting done and completed. Your managers are having an enormous amount of time spent in having discussions around performance, whether that's with the individuals, whether that's with you, whether it's with HR amongst themselves, but there's lots of conversations around performance. You are in a conversation, people are in a conversation with you and come in, and you don't have any questions. How can somebody be sitting with you, sharing something, and not one question comes out of your mouth? It's because you're not paying attention well enough. When results are different than what you expected, not only were they probably not listening, but you weren't listening. You weren't listening well enough to know that it wasn't going to get done, or they weren't committed, or they had a concern, or something else. And the list goes on. In our 60-minute workshop, we're not just going to teach you the art of listening, which we are. And the art of listening, we're going to teach you that so that you can reduce your frustration. But we're also going to give you the tools and techniques to have those conversations that all of us want to avoid, but are critical to have. So sign up below. There's a way for you to sign up below and take that very first step to reducing your stress and frustration when you're learning and interacting with other human beings. Don't hesitate. Sign up below.